Good night, everyone. I'm Isabel Cabral. I'm from Angola, and I'm majoring in Human Resource Management and Business Administration at Houston Community College. First of all, I would like to express my acknowledgments to the American Correctional Association for the invitation to be here tonight delivering this speech on incarceration. I would like to start saying that incarceration is the act of confining or putting people in prison, jail, or another enclosure in order to punish them for their crime or bad behavior. Also known as imprisonment, incarceration is one of the most common ways used to punish people. Incarceration meets the sociological justification for punishment of society's protection, which says that in order to protect good people, societies have to take out bad people from our everyday interaction. And society's protection is the main reason why we incarcerate people. It leads me to some important questions, such as, is incarceration working? Is it effective? Is it fitting its major purpose? And the answer for all these questions is no. The US is known as, because of its effective criminal justice system, yet it still has the highest rate of incarceration in the world. Although the US represents just 5% of the world population, it has 25% of world prisoners, which shows that American society is becoming more and more violent as the time goes. According to the statistics, from 1998 to 2008, the number of incarcerated population had raised from 500,000 to 2.3 million. Therefore, if we combine the number of people in jail or prison and the ones that are under probation supervision, about one in 31 adults, which is about 3.2% of the population, were under some form of correctional control. In December 2013, the US held approximately 1,500,000 in state prison. As you can see, instead of decreasing, the number of inmates have been increasing rapidly. Also, according to its demographic makeup, it's possible to notice that incarceration is surrounded by a huge percentage of inequality, since the major percentage of inmates is constituted by African Americans, Black, and poor men. And although it wasn't supposed to be this way, age, sex, and class play a role when it comes to incarceration. And according to E.A. Carson, on December 31st, 2013, the United States held about 1,500,000 people in state and federal prisons. It shows an increase of approximately 5,300 prisoners, about 0.3% from 2012. And however, around 526,000% of this huge number were black male, which represents 30% of imprisoned people. And other 20% of the prisoners were Hispanic, and about 32% of other prisoners were white, non-Hispanic. So how can we explain the fact that even though African Americans are not the majority of population, they still represent the majority of incarcerated population? So we can see that there's still an inequality rate of imprisonment between men and women too. Just in 2003, men represented about 90% of incarcerated people, while women represent just 10%. And why does it happen? And what is the justification for such difference in the way we punish people? And other fact I noticed is that the rate of incarceration is higher among people in productive age, and the percentage of inmates is higher among men between ages 26 to 46, and they constitute around 75.6% of the incarcerated population. And all these facts makes visible the importance of age, race, and class in the discussion of mass incarceration, and understanding how it influences incarceration would be very important and helpful to solve the problem of mass incarceration in the US. And I would like to point out that incarceration is not meeting one of its biggest purpose, which is to correct, re-educate, and reintegrate people in the society, since it has been creating a huge environment of inequality among people. And besides the fact that it's not being effective, it has too many side effects too, such as jail reduces work time of young people, and maybe over the next decade by around 25% to 30% when compared with arrested youths who were not incarcerated. And jails and prisons are recognized as settings where society's infectious diseases are highly concentrated. And also, prison has not been proven as rehabilitation for behavior, as 2/3 of prisoners will reoffend. So should we continue using incarceration as punishment method even though it's proven that it's not working? I don't think so. So there is no logic or social interest in using a method that, instead of helping to correct people and build a harmonious society, is ruining people's lives and driving our society to know the worst of human behavior. Thank you.